Welcome to Cyclone Stadium. The Whirlwinds, their season opener, taking on Harrison tonight. Bring you the game not on radio, on stream only. Russellville will get the ball to start the game. They have two players back at the 15-yard line. We're ready for kickoff. It's a short kick, going to be picked up at the 25, bobbled. Across the 30, 35-yard line and almost the 40. Prince there on the return. And Russell will take over at their own 39. It's our second chance to see the Whirlwinds. We have here on Saturday for the extravaganza. And for Russellville, quarterback is number 10, Caleb Campbell. Campbell back to pass on his first snap, throws, and this was incomplete. To be fair, he was hit as he threw it. Couldn't really follow through on that or bring up second down. Second down and 10. Jackson Booker, number 45, was in the area, but did a good job just not to take a sack on that one. Eighth-grade Whirlwinds were victorious earlier tonight. And now two backs in the backfield. They started this way. They motioned one out on the first down. Campbell in front of both running backs. Hard count now, check with me. He's got two wide receivers to the right side, and Russellville is going to call a timeout. Didn't like what they saw, and the play clock was already down to 1. And so that's why they called the timeout. So Russellville going to use a timeout here to avoid the delay of game. Going to go ahead and tell you that tomorrow night the Cyclones will be on the road at Morrilton. And you can hear that game on 102 FM. 102.3 FM, and also see it right here on Cyclone Booth. Cyclones got the opening kickoff. You've only missed one play if you're just joining us now. They ran the kickoff back to the 39. Incomplete pass on first down. Now a different look from the Whirlwinds as they come out, and they're going to give it to the first man through. They'll get across the 42, about the 42-yard line. That's Zach Shamsey on the carry. It'll bring up a third down situation for Russellville. Third down and 7 for the Cyclone, or for the Whirlwinds. High snap, play action. He's got to get out of trouble. A man hanging on. He's going to throw it. It's tipped and incomplete, almost intercepted.
Campbell's pressured. Throws an incomplete pass.
Luckily, it wasn't picked off there, because that would have set the Harrison Goblins in Russellville territory. Russellville will have to punt it away here on 4th down and 9. So on the two passes, they've fallen incomplete. Campbell has been hit or in the grasp. Avoided sacks both times, and look like they're going to go for it. It's a hard snap, and they are going to go for it here on 4th down, and he is going to quick kick it, somehow avoiding pressure. Gets the kick away, and he's going to save about, 20 yards? I don't know if they had a trick play or miscommunication there, but luckily it does get the kick off. Didn't go very far, but it does get them on their side of the 50. And Harrison's going to have the ball just outside their own 35-yard line. We have no score. This is Harrison's first drive of the game. Empty backfield is what they started with. Now, as they motion in, they're going to run the option with the quarterback. He's going to be cut down after a gain of 3. Gets to the 38 there.
Reese keeps.
Reese, the quarterback.
3 yards, 2nd and 7.
Started with that empty backfield look, motion to man. It was the pitch man. You never know if it's a true option or if it's just a run all the way. Second down and just under 7. They fake the screen. They got a man wide open. If it's complete, it's a touchdown. It is. Russell bit on the fake, and that man was wide open. And Harrison scores on the second offensive play, makes it 6-0.
Pass from Reese to Brumley.
And it looks like they're going to try the extra point here. You never know in junior high. A lot of teams, they don't have a kicker. They just tend to go for 2 all the time. Second offensive play for Harrison turns into a 62-yard touchdown pass. The extra point is low, but barely got in there. That's all that matters. Makes it 7-0, Harrison.
First quarter, Harrison 7, Russellville 0.
So Russellville goes 3 and out to start the game. Harrison scores on the second play from scrimmage to make it 7-0. 6:03 left to play here in the first quarter. All right, Russell feels they got to get this one back. There's the kick. It's going to be short once again, but this time even shorter. Russell fields it at the 32. They'll get a couple yards. They'll mark him just shy of the 35-yard line. That's where Russell will start. Their first drive, they started at the 39. Switching out the football here. That's what the delay is. You get to kick with the football you want. So the kicking team gets to select the football, and the offensive team gets to play with their own. 2 running backs to the right of Campbell, the quarterback. Harrison showing blitz, and Campbell's going to keep it, and he's going to do a good job. Get back line of scrimmage. Loses the football. Looks like Russellville covers it back at the 32-yard line. Campbell was popped on that play. Russellville covered it before it went out of bounds. It'll be officially a 2-yard loss on the play. 3-yard loss as it's going to be put back to the 31. Second drive of the game for the Whirlwinds. First one, they went 3 and out. Only gained 3 yards on their first drive. They've lost 3 yards here, so they're looking at second down and long. Wide receiver to each side for Campbell. They'll turn, fake the handoff. He's going to throw. He's got man-on-man coverage on that far side. In and out of the hands, incomplete. It'll bring up 3rd and long.
Intended for Hallmark. Broken up by the Goblins.
3rd and long for Russellville. That was going to Hallmark on that far side. Had man-on-man coverage. Russell just couldn't make the connection there. They need just outside their own 44-yard line for a first down. They got 4 wide receivers in the pattern. They're going 3 to the right, 1 to the left. 3 to the short side of the field. Play. Play clock was down to 2 seconds. It might have been a timeout Russellville. Nope, a false start. They signal false start. So Russellville digging themselves a bigger hole here. Looking at 3rd down. And even longer, 18. Russellville still needs the 44 for a first down. Same formation, 3 wide receivers to the right, the short side of the field. They're showing blitz from the outside. Caleb dodges a man there. He's going to roll towards the line of scrimmage. He's going to have nobody to throw to. Does get out of bounds with 4:40 left. But it'll be 4th down and long coming for the Whirlwinds. Russellville struggling to start this game. Struggling on offense. Harrison scored on their second offensive play. Russell's going to have to turn the ball back over to them as they're looking at 4th down and 21. They went with a similar formation here. End up going for a quick kick, and Russellville just jumped off sides again. First time they snapped the ball, and almost like it was either miscommunication the first time they had 4th down, or maybe it was if they saw something they liked, snapped it, but Campbell was able to get the quick kick off, and Russellville is going to have to punt from inside the Harrison red zone here at their own 18. Hard count there, and now he's going to back up a little further. More of a traditional punting formation. Looked like Harrison jumped, but are they going to flag? I don't see a flag. I know they tackle us back there. I'm looking for a flag. They either timed it beautifully or they got in the neutral zone. Campbell's up slow. Seems to be okay now as he's jogging off. No, I don't see the flag, so they must have timed it perfectly, and great field position here. Well, they had a 62-yard touchdown pass their first drive on the second play. This one they're going to start from the Whirlwind 8-yard line. The defense being put behind the 8 ball early. Well, we saw him go empty backfield, but now, looking like I formation, they got 3 running backs. And give it to the second man through, straight up the gut, breaks a couple tackles, he's into the end zone for the touchdown. And Russell kind of on their heels a little bit right now, trailing 13-0. Just 3 plays for Harrison. One was a big gainer. This one, though, because of them timing it perfectly, tackling the punter. They set up at Russellville's 8. They go 8 yards in 1 play. Harrison's going to try the extra point. Barely got the first one over. This one, a little more height on this one. And they squeak it in alongside the right upright. 14-0 our score. Russellville trailing here with 4:25 left to play in the first quarter. Ball falls off the tee there. And the line drive, easily the longest kick they had. Russell takes it from the 20, across the 40, and spun down there near the 45. Good return there by Shamsi, about 25 yards.
First and 10, Whirlwinds.
The Whirlwinds will have pretty good field position. They've had good field position, not this good, but to start, but they've gone backwards. But you can just sort of hear, you can kind of feel that the wind's been taken out of the sails of the players and the fans alike. It's gut check time, down 14-0. We'll see what they do now. Campbell, they got the middle screen set up. Oh, an incomplete on that. That's usually what you want to call when the other team's blitzing quite a bit. And it wasn't set up perfectly. There was a man there for Harrison that was trying to blow it up, but the other 3D lineman had bid on the fake. The linebacker was about the line of scrimmage there. 2nd down and 10. 2 wide receivers to each side. Play action pass. Caleb going to run to his left, dodges a man there. Eyes downfield. He's going to throw it. A complete in the flat. He's got the first down. I think that's Booker there, taken out of bounds. A little extracurricular activity on that far side. That is Jackson Booker on the catch, and Russellville's got the first down inside the Harrison 45-yard line to the 43. And don't forget, that was a really good backfield who was being pursued, and he broke a tackle, shed a tackler there, but kept his eyes downfield instead of tucking it and running. Jackson Booker was there. And Russellville in business here at the Goblin 43-yard line, 1st and 10. They need something positive to happen on this drive. They need to score. And here's the give, straight up the gut, weaving his way inside the 40 to the 39 is Ladarius Prince. Good carry on 1st down when you can get 4 yards. We'll take that. 2nd and 6 opens up a lot of options there. Russellville trailing 14-0. This is their 3rd offensive possession. Got the S back there. Russellville may have jumped, but no flag. Up the gut, they'll get a couple to the 37. So 4 yards shy of the first down. 3rd down coming. Junior high games run so quickly with just 8-minute quarters, you want to fall down by a lot late because it can get away from you pretty quickly. Very important that Russellville put some points on the board in this drive. They got their first down on this drive. They're looking here for another one. 3rd down and 4. High snap, bobbled. Campbell somehow able to pull it down, but then he's pulled down. And he is slow to get up there, but he is up. It'll bring up a 4th down, 4th and 11. Campbell's also the punter. I thought he was going to come off, but he just kind of jogged away. Russellville has showed that they do have a call if they decide to go for it, but I mean, it went from 3rd and 4 to 4th and 11, but you do have field position. We'll see if they want to go for it here, if they want to pin Harrison back. Harrison doesn't have anybody back. They're playing. Russell's going to go for it. Campbell back to pass. Breaks a tackle. Can't break the 2nd one. He loses a yard on the play, make it 2 because they're going to mark him down at the 46-yard line. And so Russellville turns over on downs. Technically, it's the 2nd time because the first time when the punter got tackled, that's a turnover on downs. And so Harrison will take over at their own 46-yard line, leading the Whirlwinds 14-0. We're going to have the Cyclone game for you tomorrow night. They travel to Morrilton, the 93rd time that Morrilton and Russellville has played. It's the most of any series. Last year, when it was at 92, that surpassed Russellville-Conway. It had already been the longest for Morrilton. Harrison on the sweep will stop and go action. They're going to pick up 7 yards on this as they get into Whirlwind territory at the 47. Yeah, tomorrow's game is also going to be on the radio, FM 102.3, KCJC. The big ticket. Harrison's come up with a bunch of different formations, and this is one that Russellville hasn't seen yet in this game. They're going to give it to the tailback, laying the right side, going to weave his way, cuts back towards the middle to get the first down.
First down, Harrison.
Well, stop the clock to move the chains, and Harrison has the Ball at the Whirlwind 41-yard line. On 1st and 10, they're going to give it to the fullback, fake the option. He's got running room left side there inside the 35. Just continue to get positive yards on 1st down. Under a minute to play here in the 1st quarter. Harrison scored on their 2nd play from scrimmage, a 62-yard touchdown pass. They scored on their next offensive play. They had taken over at the Whirlwind 8-yard line and got an 8-yard touchdown run. It's been a bad 1st quarter for Russellville. They give the fullback Russellville. Got pursuit there, but they're unable to make the tackle, and he's got the edge. He's at the 25 and breaks the tackle. He may go. He may step out of bounds. I think he stepped out of bounds, but there's a flag. It's coming back. Flag is back around the 27-yard line. I think he might have stepped out of bounds after that anyway, but everybody but the black and white stripes kept the play going. They're going to put it down at the 27-yard line, and it's in the area of a hold or a clip. They were on that far side. Usually that means a wide receiver did something he shouldn't have. Usually what that means, and the fact that they didn't follow him to the end zone. Still have not signaled. They're still talking about it. They put the clock at 23 seconds. Now they're calling everybody in to talk about it. High school sports, too, they mark it from when the penalty happened, and even though he had the 1st down, that doesn't mean that he'll get to keep the 1st down. And boy, I didn't see a signal. I mean, I saw them say something, couldn't hear it, obviously. Looks like they're putting the ball down back where it was. So
after a brief discussion, we decided to be 2nd down and 3 at the Whirlwind.
You heard the PA guy, Matt Howerton, after a brief discussion, 2nd down 3. That's what it was. I don't know if there's offsetting penalties. Nothing was signaled. Here's to give the fullback a lot of room. He's got the 1st down and more. He's inside the 25 by just dragging tacklers. Get in the red zone, brought down at the 14. They'll stop the clock to move the chains. They don't have to snap it again.
There's a flag, and it appears to be coming back.
They may have to snap it again if it's a hold, and yep, it's coming back. We'll see what they want to do. There's the flag. He was hiding it. So they're going to mark it from the 32. That's where the hold happened. So you get 10 yards from the spot. Technically, it was 2 yards downfield, so when they figure the stats, that's why sometimes you see in high school, junior high football, that's what happened. It was 2 yards down the field. The ball went past it. They still don't have to snap it again because the clock was already running. I think Harrison's just going to let the clock run out of the 1st period. They're going to have it 2nd down in Russellville territory, but it'll be 2nd down at 10.
It is the 1st quarter. Harrison 14.
And Harrison leading 14-0. as we start the second quarter. Harrison looking at 2nd down and 11 after back-to-back penalties. Had a touchdown call back. They're going to run it. Dodges him in. Could have been a loss there. But he's able to make a couple yards out of it. Be 3rd down and about 9 yards coming.
Warren's on the carry. Owen Norris on the tackle.
About 9.5 yards maybe. You wonder if they feel like they're in 4-down territory because up 14-0. They don't make it here, they punt. I say that because sometimes they can alter what you decide to call if you know you're going to go for it. Play action, back to pass. He's going to chunk it deep, and it's going to be incomplete. They completed a 62-yard touchdown pass on the second play of the game, but that guy was wide open on the touchdown pass. It was they had faked Russellville, and looking at 4th down and 9, I think they may be going for it here. And now it looks like Harrison's going to call timeout. Play clock was only down to 12, but they seemed a little discombobulated there. You get 3 timeouts a half, they use the first. 4th down and about 9. You wonder if they decide to go for it, if they're thinking about going for it, because the way their defense has been playing, they may feel like have a lot of confidence in them right now. Harrison lining up like they're going for it, but nowadays, like we've seen with the Whirlwinds, that doesn't matter. You can always step back a couple yards, take it away. We'll see what they want to do. They're going for it. He's going to chunk it, see what happens, and he had a man open and threw it short. Little wheel route there that was kind of open, but if he couldn't throw it that far, then he just threw it too late, and Russellville will get good field position once again. Field position has not been the issue. Russellville has shot themselves in the foot with penalties or just having seemingly busted plays. A couple times it seems like Harrison's been in the huddle. Russellville got the ball to start the game, so think about that. They might get 2 drives here. Campbell going to give it up the gut to Prince, and just no running room there. He'll lose a couple yards back to the 39-yard line. Got the S back, a wide receiver to each side, 2 running backs back there with Campbell. They're showing blitz. Prince going to get the call again. This time he gets forward progress to the 44-yard line. It'll bring up 3rd down and 6. Harrison has done a good job of jumping the snap, and the most notable one was on that 4th down punt where they were so good at it. It seemed like they were offsides, but they had timed it just perfectly. Russellville looking at 3rd down and a little over 6 yards here with under 6 minutes to go. Play clock down to 13. Plenty of time. Man, motion is Shamsi. They're going to throw it out there. Complete. He's got a chance, and he's got the 1st down as he drug a tackler with him into Harrison territory to the 47-yard line. And he was fighting for every yard. You saw him dive there at the end. Get that extra yardage. At the 47. There's Prince trying to bounce it outside, puts his hand down just to maintain balance. And he's got some running room, pushed out of bounds there. He's got another Whirlwind first down. They're going to mark him just shy of the 35-yard line.
Jenner Thomas. That's enough for a Russellville Whirlwind first down.
Back-to-back first downs for the Whirlwinds. Campbell fake the handoff. Eyes downfield. He's going to dodge a man, tuck it, run. He's inside the 30, breaking a tackle there. Continuing on his feet inside the 20-yard line. A very late flag coming in. This may be a face mask here. If so, they're going to tack on yardage. He's down at the 17-yard line. There's two flags. One to the side of the 17 and one inside the 15. Yeah, it is going to be a face mask. I didn't see him signal personal foul. If it's just face mask, it's a 5-yarder. Personal foul here would be half the distance. Distance here, they're going to put it down at the 8-yard line. And Russell's got it first and goal. Two running backs to the left of Campbell. He's going to give it to Shamsi right up the middle. He's inside the 5 to the 4-yard line.
Happy birthday to Piper Crow, one of your Russellville Whirlwind cheerleaders.
Ball just inside the 5 here, looking at second down. Prince is the only running back in the backfield. He'll get the call running left side, trying to stretch it out. He does, into the end zone, and Russellville's on the board. And we'll see what the Whirlwinds want to do here. Looks like they're at least going to line up like they're going to attempt the extra point. The kicker, number 6, and if he's going to put it down, but right now they look like they maybe run the swing gate. Haney is to the right of Caleb Campbell. Check with me. Play clock down to 16, so plenty of time here. Seven seconds. They may be going for it here unless they call timeout. Campbell is going to roll to his right, little pitch to Haney. A flag is around the 1-yard line. He was tackled well short of the end zone, but there's a flag at the 1 over on the far sideline. Haney's down and slow to get up. He's still down. He rolled over. I thought he was about to get up, but we're going to check the flag here. It's against Russellville. That'll be declined. So Russellville does score, though. Good little drive there after stopping Harrison on downs, and the Whirlwinds only trail by 8. Big defensive series coming up right now for Russellville. If they could make another stop and get one more possession right before the half, get a chance to inch even closer. 4:42 left, first half, still with player down. We're going to step away for just a moment. Russellville trailing 14-6.
With 4:42 remaining in the half, Harrison 14, Whirlwind 6.
It's good to see Haney running off under his own power easily, and Russellville capping off a 60-yard drive there with a 4-yard touchdown run by Ladarius Prince. They're going to kick it away. They're going to try something here on the kickoff. You never know. They are going to try something here. It's a free ball, and Russellville just covered it at the 40. Clock didn't even move. The clock operator got so excited they didn't move. You know, we kind of had a sense of it, and I tell you, looking at Harrison, usually teams line up 10 yards away. They were almost 12 yards. There's big gaps there. And you could tell the guy on the end didn't want any part of it. He kept backing up instead of going and attacking the ball and let the ball play him. So Russellville, trailing by 8, gets the benefit of the recovered onside kick, and Whirlwinds going to take over at the Harrison 43-yard line. Campbell going to fake the handoff, keep it himself, and he'll be stopped right at the line of scrimmage.
Back to the line of scrimmage. Thomas on the back.
Might have lost a half yard on the play. We're under 4 minutes to play here in the first half. Harrison again showing blitz. They've done a good job timing that out. Shamsy's going to get the call. I tell you, he runs into a pile, and the pile moves to the 39-yard line. So Zach Shamsy. Put it down at the 39. Russellville needs about the 33 for a first down. Russell seems to like this formation. 2 running backs to the right of Campbell and turns the hands at the Shamsy. Breaks a couple tackles. Got the first down and more all the way down inside the 25. We'll stop the clock to move the chains. Russellville's got another fresh set of downs at the 24-yard line of Harrison. Harrison scored on their first 2 offensive possessions. In fact, their first 3 plays of the game offensively. They were up 14-0. Russellville on their heels a little bit, but they weather the storm and have a chance to tie it here with a touchdown 2-point conversion. Prince tries left side, nothing there. Got a yard to the 23. Russellville, plenty of time here because you get 2:40 and you have 2 timeouts. Second down and 9. I think we have an equipment malfunction. Prince came off holding his helmet, and they're looking at that. Looks like they're looking at a chin strap over there. So Russellville going to have to at least 1 play without him. Play clock down to 6. See if Russell can get it off quick. They can. Campbell looking left, throwing left, and it's incomplete.
Campbell's pass.
Look at over here on Nicholas' side. Stops the clock with 2:08 left to play here in the first half. Not worried about that part. Russellville still has 2 but timeouts. They need to pick up a first down here. And then they go a little quicker. There's the give. I believe that's Shamsy dragging another tackler to the 18-yard line. 2 minutes left. Russellville looking at 4th down and short. Stop the clock with 1:56 left as they'll use their second timeout. Might as well take it here. You want to make sure you're in the right play. Looking at 4th down and 4. I bet a hard count is the first part of this play. It'd be real easy to pick up a cheap 5 yards just getting the other team to jump. And the good thing about that is, neutral zone, the play's dead, so you don't have to worry about snapping it real quick. But other than that, what do you call here? Need 4 yards. Shamsi's been doing a good job running behind the line, who's been run blocking fantastic, especially here in the second quarter. .155 left to play. Two running backs to the right side. There's the hard count. Nobody jumps, so it's a check with me. Play clock down to 13. Russellville needs 4 yards. They need the 14-yard line. They're going to give it, and Shamsi got it easily, and he's got the touchdown. Somebody didn't. He carried it all the way in. And Russell's come back with 2 touchdowns here in the second quarter.
The crowd goes wild.
Russellville going to go for 2 here. They did the swinging gate on the first one. Didn't work, but you want to, not that you want to chase points, but junior high football, just 8-minute quarters. You got to take advantage when you can. Harrison showing blitz from the middle. They're going to give it to Shamsi once again. They can't stop him. They cannot stop Shamsi. Picked up a key first down, got the touchdown, and we are tied with 1:48 left to play in the first half. And remember, this started with the onside kick. They wouldn't do it again, would they? They're going to kick this one deep. And it goes out of bounds, so they're going to have excellent field position. You actually get you get 3 options. You can take it from where it went out of bounds and add 5 yards. That's in case if it's an onside kick and went out on your side of the 50. You can make them move back 5 yards and re-kick it. Or you get the ball at the 35. Most teams get the ball at 35. Like I said, if we were to try an onside kick and it went out of bounds before it went 10 yards, you obviously would take it where it went out of bounds. Well, Harrison's going to get the ball to start the second half, so we'll see if they run the hurry up. They really, their 2 scores, one was a big pass play. The other one was set up because they took over at Russellville, saying they might not have to run feel like they have to run the 2-minute offense. They've hit some big plays, and they got one here. Down the left sideline, and he's going to go the distance. 65 yards, and just like that, they take the lead back. Well, you don't want them to score there, but if they do score there, let it be on the first play. Give you a chance. Russellville blocked that one. That was partially blocked there. Partially blocked the extra point. That's Owen Narverson. Got a hand on it. Good job, Narv.
Harrison 20, Whirlwinds 14.
Like I said, you'd rather it be like that where you have 1:38. You don't want it to be where they drive down and score with 2 seconds on the clock. Russellville will have 1:38 plus a timeout. Shamsi and Ladarius Prince, the two players that have given Russellville touchdowns in this first half. Both of those guys are back at our 15-yard line. Russellville only 10 players on. They're running an 11th one on now. They haven't kicked it that far yet on their first or their 3 kickoffs here. And now it's been blown dead, and Harrison was about to be offsides, but they got saved by the whistle there. Play clock down to 8. Kick this one on the far left side. Let that go out of bounds. It does. That one goes out of bounds at the 41-yard line. And see, this is what I'm talking about. Instead of taking it at the 35, you get where it goes out of bounds. Russ will take over at the 41. So they're 59 yards away from at least tying this game, having a chance to take the lead, and they've got a timeout. I believe the clock starts on change of possession in junior high.
Whirlwinds start possession at the 41.
I may be wrong. Three wide receivers to the short side of the field over on the far right side. Campbell back to pass. He's to his right, and he's going to tuck it and get out of bounds. Impressive that he was able to get out of bounds, but impressive he didn't take an 8-yard sack back there.
2-yard gain.
It goes in the stats as a 2-yard run, but that's fantastic, him eluding the big sack. He does get out of bounds with 1:30 left. Russellville looking at second down and 8. The 49-yard line of Harrison is what Russellville needs for the first down. They're going to throw far side, complete, but it's behind the line of scrimmage. And Russell's going to get positive yards when it looked like it was going to be a loss on the play. They do stay in bounds, so the clock continues to roll here. 1:16 left.
Shamsey fights for about 4 yards, 3rd and 4.
Shamsey gives it to where it's going to be a 3rd and 5 for Russellville at their own 46. Really no reason to hurry too much here, because if you don't pick it up, there's a chance you may punt. You don't want to give Harrison any time. But also, if you get the first down quickly in a 2-minute offense drill. Campbell, he's going to try this far side. It's incomplete. Well, that stops the clock with 49 seconds left, and Russellville looking at 4th and 5.
Pass incomplete.
Decision time for Coach Jimmy Wilson if he wants to go for it here or punt it away. Well, Russellville had problems on their first 2 punts. One of them, they didn't even get it away, and Coach Wilson calls over Caleb Campbell. Time on the play clock with 13 seconds now. He is going to back up in what seemingly is a punt formation. And he is going to kick this one away. That Harrison does have a man back. He bobbles at the 26, eludes a man, and Russell got to cut him down quick, and they do at the 39-yard line. Stops the clock here with 40 seconds left.
Tripped up by Prince. First down, Goblins.
Well, their scoring drives have been quick. They had a 2-play drive and then a 62-yard touchdown pass. A 1-play and then another 1-play drive with a 65-yard run. Russellville stopped them once on downs. How about a turnover here? That'd be perfect. A little scoop and score. Here's where they start the clock on change of possession. Clock's rolling. 32.8 seconds, and they stop it on the far side. Man, the white hat started the clock. They're setting at 32.8 right now. It was just a little over 40 seconds. I think what Harrison's asking about is the ball was set for play, but football was still on the field. Looks like they're going to put some more time on the clock. Are they? No. Yeah, they are. Well, they show 41 minutes on the clock there. They got to get that fixed. Pass, complete. And fumble. And looks like Harrison fell on it. They're going to stop the clock here because it's close enough to either measure for a first down or give him the first down. He had it. He fumbled it backwards. I think because of the fumble backwards, he didn't get the first down, and he didn't. Harrison's actually being charged with a timeout here. Weird play there. He had the first down, fumbled it backwards. Good scenario for Harrison as they got it. Russellville would have had the ball if they could have gotten that. 32 seconds left and a timeout. Could have taken a couple shots. Even a running play there with a timeout in your pocket. Harrison led 14-0 in the first quarter. Russellville scored 2 touchdowns of their own to tie it. Harrison scored one play once they got the ball back after the game being tied. Plenty of time. Russellville playing prevent backfield. Quarterback running. He's got the first down, steps out of bounds on the far side, but this one's coming back. There's a hold back here at the 41-yard line. So it's going to be 10 yards from that spot. They tackled Russellville's defensive end.
Several flags might be coming back.
That'll put it back at the 31-yard line, where it'll still be second down, but Harrison had the first down. But I tell you, wide receiver holds, or if you hold on a defensive end, everybody sees that one. But in the defensive lineman for Harrison, you also don't want your quarterback getting hit hard, and sometimes you do it. Save him. 22 seconds. The clock will start once they have it set. I've got to put it down to 41. It's got to be 10 yards. There we go. We got it moving it back. 10 yards. It'll still be second down, but second down and looks like 18.
Second 18.
Harrison not set yet. They have 4 wide receivers to the right, 1 to the left. They're going to struggle to get this play off. There's 10 seconds left. They're going to look on the far left side, complete there, and going to be tackled at the 36-yard line. Is Harrison going to stop the clock? They have one more timeout left. No, they're going to be content with the 20-14 lead. Well, you don't want to be down at halftime, but when you're looking at 14-0 at some point, at the end of the first quarter, Russellville did a good job of coming back, tying the game. They trailed by 6 here.
Ladies and gentlemen, we ask that you focus your attention on midfield as the Russellville dance team is set to perform under the direction of Coach Albie Howerton.
Before our Russellville Whirlwind dance team performs, we'd like to announce our Dancer of the Month. This student has shown such determination and hard work, not only on the dance team practices, but also in school. I've been reached out to by multiple teachers about how wonderful she's performed as a student, a leader, is always kind, compassionate, and a great leader, even though she's an 8th grader and new to our team. And our August Dancer of the Month is Taraya Tucker.
Great job, dance team. Next up, your Russellville Junior High cheerleaders under the direction of Coach Bree Riley.
As the cheerleaders get set today, here's what some of her teammates say about her. She shows a perfect example of qualities of a cheerleader should have. She's supportive, kind, respectful, a hard worker, and so much more. Throughout the season so far, she has shown how hard she works in and out of practice, and she's shown how coachable she can be. Congratulations to RJHS Cheerleader of the Month, Eden Abington.
Great job, ladies.
Less than a minute away from starting the second half. Harrison will have the ball to start the second half, leading 20-14. Harrison scored on their first 2 possessions. In fact, within their first 3 plays, it was 14-0. Russellville stormed back, getting touchdown runs from Ladarius Prince and Zach Shamsey. Tied the game on a 2-point conversion by Shamsey at 14. After the ensuing kickoff, Harrison scored on a 65-yard touchdown run. That's what made it 20-14. Both teams had one more possession. That's how we ended it. Whirlwinds will be on the road next week. Russellville high school team will be here a week from tomorrow for the home opener as they host Hot Springs Lakeside. Non-conference matchup, and the first time those 2 teams will have faced. But tomorrow night, the high school kicks off their season at Morrilton, the 93rd time the Cyclones and the Devil Dogs have played. The most of any opponent, most games against any opponent for Russellville. That happened last year. Russellville did successfully get an onside kick in that second quarter, right after the first touchdown that led to the second touchdown. They kicked off the next time. We'll see what they do here. Waiting on the whistle and finally got it. They'll kick this one.
Goblins are set to receive.
They're going to take it at the 18-yard line, running that far right side and run straight out of bounds. Past the 25 to the 27.
Run out of bounds. First down, Harrison.
New turf for Russellville that was installed last year. Morrilton and Russellville had gotten turf the same year, and they got their brand new turf last season. There's a hold there that's missed. It's going to lead to a 9-yard gain. We're right next door to the the Whirlwind coaches, and they were upset about that non-call.
Apparently not. It's going to be a first down. First and 10.
Stop the clock because it's a first down. Having issues with the clock. Quarterback keeping this one. He'll get about 6 or 7, put down at the 43. Mentioned in the first half that they've used a bunch of different formations. This one, more simple, 2 wide receivers to each side, and give to the running back, dodges a man to the backfield, string it just shy of the first down marker. I think he missed it by about a yard, depending on where they spot it. The far side guy has him at the 46. That's where they do put him down, and it'll be third down and a yard for the Goblins.
3rd and 1. Keeping forward on the tackle.
I'll go with 2 backs in the backfield. Give it to the fullback, and he's going to be hit at the 45, but he gets the first down. Did not here. Just under 6 minutes left in the third quarter to move the chains. They have it at their own 48-yard line, first down. It's a lot easier to get those first downs when you're looking at third and short. You know, stop a team like this, you got to put them in a hole on first down. 3 wide receivers to the right. They're going to run the option to the left. Here's the pitch. And he's going to be hit and upended after about a yard gain. And tackle there by Keon Thompson. Put him at midfield, and here is down for the Whirlwinds. play here. We've stopped the clock, but they didn't stop the clock because they ran off a little bit more time, so we'll reset ours. I'll tell you about tomorrow's game, and it'll be on Cyclone Booth right here. Also be on the radio at 102.3 FM. If you tune in the radio, the pregame will start at about 6:30. You hear Dave Wheeler on the Coach's Show. Here we'll start our stream about 10 minutes till 7. Kickoff for all games is 7. You know, they used to do all the non-conference games at 7:30 because non-conference games seem to travel more, and then they switch everything to 7. And the way they've realigned the conferences, the conference goes south to Lake Hamilton, to Little Rock, and then all the way up to Siloam Springs. New conference for the Cyclones this year, a 9-team conference, meaning you have 8 conference games and only 2 non-conference games. It's been a while since Russellville was only allowed 2 non-conference games. And the other 6A conference has only 1 non-conference game because they have 10 conference opponents. There's a little swing pass. Technically, that's a handoff because it was a backward pass, and they weave their way to the 46-yard line.
Pass to McNutt.
Be 3rd down and 4 coming, so they put it down at the 46.
Stephen Fuller was in on that.
Milking the play clock. It's only down to 16. They're going to snap it here, give it to the running back. Big hole. He's got the first down and more. He's going to get the left sideline. Trouble for Russellville. He dodges, gets into the red zone before being brought down. Didn't look like Russellville had him bottled up, but it looked like it was going to be hard for him to get the first down. And the C's parted, and he's down at the 17 for the first down. 4:17 left here in the 3rd. Well, if you're Harrison, this is the kind of drive you want to start the second half when you're up 6. Time-consuming drive that could possibly put you up 2 scores. Russellville needs to stop. Empty backfield here. Maybe a quarterback keeper? It is. Running left side. He's inside the 10 and brought down.
Reese keeps. Makes it 2nd and 2.
Reese 8 yards on that pickup. They put him down at the 9, so it'll be 2nd down and 2. Needs about 1.5 yards for the first down. There's this I formation with 3 running backs, and they wave a man off. They could actually call a penalty on that. With too many men. They sent the last running back to the sideline. Now they're letting him. I have no idea what that one was about because now they let him back on. Last time they did this, they went under center and gave it to the second man through. A bobbled snap, and quarterback somehow picks it up. He's at the 5 and dives forward. No signal yet. Now they signal on the far side touchdown. And it looks like that was going to be our break. And then he was able to pick it out midair and then get in for the score. 26-14, Russellville down by 12. At one point, tied it at 14 in the second quarter. Russell's not led in this game, obviously, and they're going to try the extra point. They've hit 2. Narbison for Russellville blocked the 3rd one. Low snap, Russellville coming, and it's away, and it's good. 27-14, a 13-point advantage for the Goblins. 3:16 left to play here in the 3rd quarter.
Russellville 14.
Goblins ready to kick off. This one's short, going to be fielded at the 26-yard line. Going laterally near the 35 and brought down there. Russellville, that's Gavin White. Russellville will have it at their own 35-yard line.
Whirlwinds have the ball. They're on 35. First.
It's been sitting a while on offense. So that, of course, through halftime and 8-minute quarters, it's been almost 5 minutes clock time before Russellville able to take the field on offense. Running back to each side here. Now they're moving it to the right side. They're going to give it to Shamsi, and they smother him behind the line of scrimmage. There'll be a loss of 1 on the play.
Second and 11.
And a reminder, the only home game next week would be the high school here on Friday night, 7 o'clock kickoff as Russellville hosts Lakeside. Ladies Cyclone volleyball team in action tonight over at the arena. It's a busy evening for the campus of Russellville High School. Here's Darius Prince, who got it's probably coming back. There's a flag in the backfield. That's in the area of holding usually. It'll be 10 yards from the spot, and that spot is about the 32-yard line of Russellville, so it's going to push us back to the 22. We saw this on Russell's first 2 drives, kind of shooting themselves in the foot with penalties and negative plays. Kind of how they started. Caught fire in the second quarter with a couple touchdowns. There's the snap. He's going to throw. He's got man-on-man coverage over here, and it's complete. He's at midfield. Can he go? He's got to get a little help. A little block there, and they're going to throw the flag. They didn't throw it. The official's got in his hand. He's running with it. Russell's going to score. Tristan Newberry caught it, needed some help, got a block. The official threw it. I'm looking immediately at the Harrison coach. I don't think he's real happy about that. He's talking to the wrong guy. He's talking to the guy in the white hat who was behind the play. Well, you got to be careful, make sure you see what you think you saw, and there's nothing wrong with the late flag. He pulled the flag, thought it over, and as he was running, never threw the flag. So, big play from Campbell to Tristan Newberry. I would have gotten more excited. Well, this one's coming back after the big play, and I was just going to be happy to pick up the first down after the holding penalty. Russellville, big play there. That's a 78-yard touchdown pass. Well, just when you start thinking maybe it's not our night, down 14-0. Russellville comes back, and then maybe again. Okay, down 13 points, immediately coming back. Stop play because of the injury there. 78 yards from Campbell to Newberry. Russell's not tried an extra point yet. They ran the swinging gate for the first attempt. So they actually kicked the second one. They just went for 2 and got it. But it looks like they're at least lining up for this one. Campbell, the holder. It's bobbled a little bit, but they do get it down in time, and it's good. Boy, credit Caleb Campbell for getting that one down. Put it through. Keegan Fuller with the kick, and Russellville has cut the lead to 6. Harrison had run off almost 5 minutes on their first drive, ended in a touchdown. Russellville did that one a little over a minute and a half. Of course, you score a big play like that, a 78-yard touchdown pass, that'll do it. Harrison's had 2 touchdown plays of more than 60 yards, a pass and a run, but that's been the longest scoring play of the night for either team. Keegan Fuller, who added the extra point, is setting up for the kickoff here. He does have an onside kick under his belt, successful one. This onside kick here, it's got to go 10 yards. Harrison, I don't see a flag down. If they throw a flag or mark it down, if Russellville kicked it, I think Harrison might have kicked it, which means it was a live ball even if it didn't go 10, but Harrison ends up covering it. I think the coach out there for Harrison is saying that Russellville touched it. He may be right. I just saw the ball pop out of there. The officials talking it over. Harrison covered the football at their own 45-yard line. It would mean a difference at about 6 yards. They're going to put it down where they recovered it, so they're saying Harrison touched it, not Russellville. Been an exciting game. I tell you, get more exciting. Russellville could get a turnover here and make things pretty interesting. Give us the ball down 6. As he gives to the running back, running right side, stiff arm made at the 49-yard line.
Right side, Fuller on another tackle.
Keegan Fuller on the stop there. It's hard to tackle somebody when they got the stiff arm on you. That's what happened there. They're going to stop the clock here with 1:41 left in the third. Player down for Russellville, and you're hoping this is the cramp. It's kind of the weather for it, and being the first game of the year. Cramps hurt, but they're not serious injuries. And next Thursday night, the Whirlwinds will travel to Hot Springs Lakeside. That's right, they'll play at Hot Springs Lakeside on Thursday, and then Lakeside's high school comes here on Friday. And then 2 weeks from tonight, with next time the Whirlwinds going to be back here at Cyclone Stadium, they'll be playing 2 different teams. The 8th grade team will play Bryant, and the freshman team will play Boonville. After that, get a week off. Bye week and junior high. Pretty tough schedule for the 9th grade team. I mean, they play at Searcy, BB, Valonia, Greenbrier, Clarksville, Little Rock Christian. And then they close out their season on a Tuesday night, first Tuesday night in November, against Morrilton. We're set to get back to action here. 2nd down and 6 for the Whirlwinds. I'm sorry, for Harrison as they look over the Whirlwinds. Back to pass after play action. They're going to dump it underneath the screen, and Russell snipped it out. Stopped that one easy. A great job by Ethan Haney on the tackle. They're going to give him the line of scrimmage. Bring up 3rd and 6. This will be huge. Russellville gets a stop here. When they've needed yards, they've kept it on the ground. Quarterback's going to keep it after play action. He's got the first down, does he? And that's, I think he might have had it. Well, I don't know. They're spotting him, the referee on this side spotting him just shy of the 45-yard line. I figure they're going for it no matter what. Yeah, it's fourth down and less than a yard. 4th and inches here, and they're going to go for it. They're going to that 3 running back set. They're going to go under center, and it might be a quarterback sneak. They ended up scoring on that play, but it was a bobbled snap. Let's see if they go quarterback sneak here. Nope, they're going to turn and give it, and he's hit behind the line. They're a little generous giving him a spot, but they still didn't make the 45-yard line. And I am shocked they didn't go with the quarterback sneak there. I'm happy they didn't, because that gives the defense a chance to get penetration and push the line back. And a great surge by that defensive line, and that's what stopped. And now things are going to get interesting as you get the ball and you're down 6. Key drive for the Whirlwinds here, but fantastic stop by the defense, giving the offense a chance. Russell with the ball just outside their own 45-yard line. They have not started the play clock yet, but the game clock's rolling. Okay, that's why. They can't get are they going to wait and let it run out? I think they're going to let it run out. They don't get a play off before the end of the third quarter. So we end the third quarter, Russellville trailing by 6. However, they have the football, starting with pretty good field position at their own 46-yard line. The last off touchdown, they were looking at 2nd down and long after a holding penalty, and it was a 78-yard touchdown pass from Campbell to Newberry that cut the lead to 6. Defense comes up with a huge stop on 4th and inches. Harrison goes for it. Russellville stops him at the line of scrimmage, and that's what starts this drive here. Russellville looking at the first play of their drive. We start the final quarter of play. There's the give. No, Campbell's going to keep it. Fake me out. He's going to get 5 downs. Took a big hit over there. Might have delivered a big hit over there. He gets to midfield. He's 2nd down and 5, but again, you get positive yards on 1st down. Makes play calling a lot easier. You got a lot more options on 2nd and 5.
Campbell keeps for 5-yard gain.
Both teams with 3 timeouts. Need to highlight that if we're going to be in the final quarter in a close game. And clock does stop when they get out of bounds. 2 receivers to the left, 1 to the right. He's going to move Prince. And he's going to give it to Prince up the middle, and just nothing doing there. He stopped 2 yards shy of the 1st down. I'm sorry, the line of scrimmage. 2 yards shy of the line of scrimmage. Be 3rd and 7. Quarter's so short, you don't know if we're thinking go for it on 4th down again, because that could alter what you call if you know you got 2 downs to make 7 yards. Out on that right side, he's one of the 2 receivers on the right side. 2 receivers left. Cale looking left, throwing is going to be in and out of the hands, incomplete. That stops the clock. 7:09 left, and now Russell looking at 4th and 7. They need to get not quite to the 44, about the 44.5-yard line of Harrison to get the 1st down. That would have been close. It probably wouldn't have been enough, but it would have been about a yard or half yard shy there. If 4th down, Russell's going to go for it. 3 receivers to the left, 1 to the right. No blitz showing. Caleb back to pass, plenty of time. Throwing is going to be complete to Booker. He's got the 1st down into Harrison territory.
yard. Campbell to Hallmark.
I said Booker. It might have been Hallmark on that catch. My bad. It was a fantastic catch. He had to spun around behind him a little bit to make that catch on that skinny post route, and Russell's got the first down at the 35-yard line. That's huge, converting on the big fourth down there. Campbell once again with three receivers to the left, one to the right. Looking left. He's throwing the ball's hit in the line of scrimmage, popped up in the air, incomplete. Always make you nervous there, especially when I saw the linebacker coming across, going for that football. Second down and 10. Russellville trailing by 6 here. Defense just came up huge, stopping Harrison on the 4th and inches play. And you can't fault Harrison for going for it. They've for the quarterback sneak, but Russellville got the stop anyway. Second down and 10. Campbell's going to bring a man in motion. That's Haney. They're going to give it to Prince, following Haney through the hole. He's got left side, slips a tackle at the 30, and Russell down shy of the 25. He stays in bounds. The official winds that arm, so he did not make the first down. He needs the 25. He got the 26, so third down and 1. And Prince looked like he was about to come out of the game. His shoe came off, halfway off, and they got it fixed, so he's still in the game. 20 seconds on the play clock, plenty of time. Two receivers to each side. Here's Prince. He's got the call, and he's going to be taken down shy of the first down. It'll be fourth down and about a yard.
Brought down 79. Jacob Waters makes it 4th and 1.
Russell tried to go quick there, tried to catch Harrison there, or quicker than they have been doing. They're going to take their time and huddle up here. They'd snapped that one with 20 seconds on the play clock. It's 20 seconds right now, and they're trying to get personnel in. Play called. I can see Caleb Campbell checking his wristband. Play clock down to 10. Fourth, and we'll call it a yard. Man in motion is Booker. Lines up as the S-back. High snap. Give to Prince. No, Caleb's got it himself. He's got the first down. He's got the touchdown. From 25 yards out. Call it 26 as he was outside the 25, and Russellville has tied this game with 5:04 left. Fuller on to try the extra point. Campbell the holder, low snap, puts it down. Fuller's kick is good, and Russellville, for the first time tonight, leads 28-27 with 5:04 left.
28. There's the 27.
Russell had every reason to quit in this game, down 14-0 after Harrison had run 3 offensive plays in the first quarter. After they tied it, they go back down by 13. But a big stop on 4th and inches by this Whirlwind defense. 2 big fourth downs for Russellville. A 4th down and 7 that they convert on a pass from Campbell to Hallmark, and then Campbell on that 4th and 1 takes it out. The extra point by Fuller, his second extra point of the night. He's 2 for 2. Has given the Whirlwinds, future Cyclones. How about that? Future Cyclones a 1-point lead. Coach Wilson's trying to tell the officials you're putting the ball in the wrong spot. They were trying to line up Russellville going to the right. Russell's not going towards Cyclone Hill. They're defending Cyclone Hill right now. So we just scored down there. So they're moving the teams. 5:04 left. Both teams still with 3 timeouts. Started with that defensive stop. You could even go back to the 78-yard touchdown pass from Campbell to Newberry, and then the defensive stop on 4th and inches. Russell converting 2 fourth downs there on that drive. Extra point gives them the lead. We need another defensive stop. Fuller going to kick this one deep, kicks it over the head. That's a live ball. It's a live ball. It's picked up at the 2-yard line. Almost out-kicked his coverage a little bit, and Fuller going to have to make the stop. He does at the 26-yard line. How about that? Over everybody's head, and he's the one that makes the stop. He's not your typical kicker, though.
Nice return.
That was almost disaster for Harrison, as that was a live ball, and it wasn't going out of bounds. It wasn't going in the end zone. They give him the 26-yard line, 4:55 left. Leo Roque is on defensive line. He's struggling, trying to play through. Some pain there. Here's the give straight up the middle, spin move, and Russellville hanging on. And they finally bring you down at the 45. A big run there of 19 yards for Harrison. Nudd.
First down yardage.
Stop the clock as they reset the chains. They've kept the clock going, though. It's first players and the officials. Russell's going to ball him up at the line of scrimmage. He spins away. There's a flag in the backfield. He's got 10 yards, be close to about 13 yards. We're going to stop the clock here because it's a hold. This is coming back. Again, the hold that happens away from the line of scrimmage is easy for everybody to see. Russellville with a player down and Harrison with a player down. This is Hallmark. That's down for Russellville. I seem to say it a lot tonight, but defense needing a big stop here. As the Whirlwinds lead it by a point. Their first lead of the game coming on that extra point after the 26-yard touchdown run by Campbell. And don't forget, that was a 4th down and 1 play for the Whirlwinds. I mentioned to you that Russellville Junior High is going to be at Lakeside next week, a week from tonight. The very next night, Friday night, Russellville will be hosting Lakeside High School. The first meeting between the Rams and the Cyclones. There's 4 teams out of Russellville's 10 games this year that Russellville's never played before. Pulaski Academy, Little Rock Christian, never played them in football. Greenbrier, believe it or not, never played them, and Lakeside. So 10-yard penalty from the spot. It's going to make it still first down, but it'll be first down in 22 yards. For being first down, they can still run. Figure they will. They are. Russellville hits him behind the line of scrimmage. Best way to tackle right there, gang tackle. They push him back to the 31-yard line. A loss of 2 on the play. And get the benefit here of stopping them on a play, a holding play, getting some yardage and putting them in a hole. They've got 4. Last time they faked the pass and went deep on the left side. That's what they're going to do here. They're airing it out. It's up for grabs. It's an interception for the Whirlwinds. Well, they had a step maybe on Russellville, but he threw it too late because he couldn't get out there that far, and it turns into an interception. And Russellville has the ball at their own 41. People can say it's just a good punt, but it never is. Plus, we got the lead, and not that Harrison's saying that. Last time they ran that same formation, they did that. They ran 4 receivers to the right. 1 stayed at the line almost like it was going to be a screen pass, but they had man-on-man coverage along that left side, and that's the second time they had gone to that play. Clock starts on change of possession, so it's already down to 3:10. And the play clock saying, hey, I'm not going to snap this. Do I need to? He's going to. He's going to give it to the running back, Prince. Dodges a man there, takes it left side, cuts it back up. He's at midfield and dragging a couple tacklers into Harrison territory at the 47-yard line. A good run there by Ladarius Prince. And it's not my team, so I can kind of think about Harrison. If I was Harrison, there comes a point, would you let him score? Would you let him score the ball back if Russell continues to run like that? Harrison with 3 timeouts still, so it was Russellville, but 2:35 left. 2 receivers to the left, short side of the field. Got the S back in there, the running back, and they're coming with the blitz. Russell's going to give it. Russell runs right past the blitz. Ball's on the turf. Ball's on the turf, and there's a lot of Goblins around that one. But they're not celebrating. Whew, how in the world they didn't come up with that one? We were lucky. And Prince came up with it. And we got a timeout called by the Goblins. You knew they'd probably start using their timeout soon. Not a bad place to do it here because it's going to be 2nd down and 10 for Russell after Russell didn't get a gain on that. The first turnover of the game, an interception by this Whirlwind defense. And their last 2 drives, they stopped Harrison after Russell had the momentum. Play, and then after they take the lead, the very next drive, they get the interception. After the holding penalty kind of forced Harrison to throw it. The first half on the comeback, it was Prince with a 4-yard run, and Zach Shamsey, a touchdown run. Second half, it was a 78-yard touchdown pass for the Whirlwinds from Caleb Campbell to Tristan Newberry, and then the one that took the lead, Campbell tied it on a 4th and 1 play, 26-yard touchdown run, and the extra point by Fuller gave the Whirlwinds a 1-point lead. That happening here in the 4th quarter. After this timeout by Harrison, clock will not start till the ball's snapped. It's snapped now. They're going to give it to Prince straight up the middle. Looking for that right side. Breaks a tackle there at the 40. He's going to use a block. Back, still on his feet at the 25, 15. Ball's on the ground again, and there's a scramble for it inside the 15-yard line. And a couple players for Harrison is celebrating. Then they stop. We'll see.
Big game, Ladarius Prince.
That's the second fumble for Russellville on this drive. They recover the first one. They don't recover this one. A big run by Prince to get inside the 15. However, the fumble turns the ball over to Harrison. You can't fault him for that. He was making some moves, making it exciting. Looked like he might be heading for the end zone. And Harrison, I think, was going for their defense has given them another chance. Whirlwind defense being called upon for a 3rd time. 2:07 left. Harrison with 2 timeouts. They don't have enough people on. They're trying to get set. With 2 minutes left, here's the give, left side, and he's going to get a couple yards. I'm sure they're thinking, and look, Harrison can break a run at any time, so that's almost as good as passing the ball down the field, but when they don't, when they get something like that for just a couple yards, it eats up a lot of clock. 2nd down and 8. As they started this drive with 2 minutes and 10 seconds left. Here on 2nd down and 8, going to turn, give it to the running back. Russell getting good penetration here. They're going to bring him down at the 17. And again, this eating up a lot of clock. And Harrison going to call timeout here. You got a great running game, and that's your chance to break a big one. But the problem is if you get 2 yards and 2 yards, there's been almost a full minute here run off of this clock, so almost half of the time they had. A minute using their 2nd timeout right now, and they're looking at 3rd and 6. Russellville still with 3 timeouts. They don't need to use a timeout to stop the clock, but if they feel like they're not in a good alignment, they see something they don't like, they can always come in with one. That defense has played a fantastic second half. An interception being called on for a 3rd time here. 3 receivers to the right, to the left, empty backfield. They're getting their wide receivers in. Ball was snapped, but they were moving. You have to have everybody set. They had 2 guys moving, and they got 2 wide receivers that one of them just pushed the other guy in the face. I mean, friendly fire there. It's a false start, and it might be a good thing for Harrison because that was a bad snap. That ball hit the turf before it got back to the quarterback, so I mean, at the very least, it was going to be a busted play for Harrison. So it might be have been a good time for that penalty. Same alignment. Lead at the 10, 15, 20, and it's going to be hit at the 20, brought down to 25. That's enough for the 1st down. But boy, that was scary for a little bit because the way McNutt was moving across the middle. There wasn't going to be too many guys left that would have a chance to stop him. Lineman at one knee for Harrison. I thought it was just a shoelace untied, and it was. Back to pass, looking back on the backward screen. Russell sniffed it out beautifully. What a great stop back there at the 20. And Harrison going to use their last timeout. With 58.4 seconds left, they're going to use their last timeout. It was a throwback screen. They rolled to the right, threw it back left, and whoever had backside containment there, thought it was Haney, did a fantastic job. Because sometimes you see that opening, you just go rather than to do your job. He did his job. He stayed at home and made a big play there, dropped him for a loss of 2 on the play, but more importantly, stopped them, made them use up their timeout. Second down and 12. That's the least of Harrison's worries right now. They're out of timeouts with 58.4 seconds left. They're thinking they got to get a big chunk of yardage here. Russellville, they just want to make it as difficult as they can. Just don't want to give up the big play. 3 receivers to the right, 1 to the left. Ball snapped, looking back left, complete underneath. At the 32-yard line, they'll get it left. Not enough for the 1st down. But they get some of that yardage back. It'll be 3rd down and 4. They need the Whirlwind 35-yard line for a 1st down. Back to pass again. Again, underneath. Little hook and ladder plays. They pitch it to the running back. It's enough for the 1st down, but not really a big gainer. About 8 yards. They're looking to get that sideline there in a little hook and lateral play. But it did work for the 1st down. They've got it with 47 seconds left. Again, they're having to play the sidelines because they're out of timeouts. Used 1 on defense. They've used 2 on this offensive drive. Harrison have it 1st down 10 at their own 38-yard line. 3 receivers to the right, open side of the field. Here's snap again, looking left, pump fake. He's going to air it out, and it's going to be incomplete. He had a man back there. This time he didn't underthrow him. He's underthrown him 3 times tonight. One time it ended in an interception. 42.5 seconds left. Coming for Harrison. For Harrison, they just thinking get out of bounds or incomplete passes just to stop the clock, save time, to give them the maximum number of plays in this final minute. Russellville just trying not to gamble. A lot of moving parts here for the Goblins. They're trying to get everybody set. Back to pass. Nobody open. He's going to pump fake, and he's going to be tackled. Looked like he went down, but he stayed up, didn't put his knee down. The clock is rolling here with 30 seconds left. And then he was tackled from behind. Harrison down, but ended up in a sack. Third down, trying to get everybody set. Clock rolling, 20 seconds left. That's going to air this one out. Got a man in the middle, tipped down beautifully. What a play. He had a man open in the seam there. And was that Narveson? I think that was Owen Narveson that tipped it down. It stops the clock with 13 seconds left. That it's a completed pass. The first down, and who knows if he would have kept running. It's 4th down and 15. They have to get to their own 48-yard line for a first down. They have no timeouts. They're huddling around their coach. They got time on the play clock. It's down to 14 seconds. 4 wide receivers to the left. Almost had 5 there. Now they're moving around. Last time they did this, it was flipped, and they actually went over here on the right side. And with 2 seconds left on the play clock, Russellville calls timeout. Well, they had this alignment 2 different times, except the long receiver on the other side. It was incomplete one time. It was an interception the other time. And with 2 seconds on the play clock, Russell wants to talk about this. So now, if you're Harrison, if you had the play you called that you wanted there at 4th and 15, you're either forced to stick with it, but Russell's going to probably line up better, or you got to go to your second best play. 13.1 seconds left. Right now, the game hinging on this play. I don't want to say this is the one because 13 seconds could be a long time. But 4th and 15 for the Goblins. Led almost the entire game until Russellville took the 4th quarter. Goblins need their own 48. Quarterback rolling left. He's going to heave it downfield. It's going to be incomplete. Had a receiver on that far side, but I don't think he had a chance to catch it and stay in. And now Whirlwinds going to take over on downs. Whirlwinds take over on downs with 8 seconds left. And on change of possession, I don't know if they have to snap, because in junior high, the clock starts, I think, on change of possession. If we do have to snap it, you're going to see the greatest formation ever is victory formation. But I really don't know. I thought in 7th grade in junior high football it starts. They have not started the clock yet. So I guess they have to. Russell kind of looking like isn't it supposed to start, but this will be one snap. Victory formation. Russellville takes a knee, and the Whirlwinds win it 28-27. Great comeback victory. Russellville trailed 14-0 in the first quarter. They tied it in the second quarter. A touchdown runs by Ramsey. Fell back down by 13, but a 78-yard touchdown pass from Campbell to Tristan Newberry. And then on 4th and inches, 4th and a yard, a 26-yard touchdown run by Caleb Campbell. The extra point gave Russellville a 1-point lead, but also highlight the defense. They had a big 4th down stop that led to that game-winning touchdown. They stopped Harrison one other time on an interception, and then there on down. So 3 consecutive back-to-back stops by the Whirlwind defense helped give Russellville the comeback victory 28-27 here. Well, the clock shows 13 seconds. There is no time on the clock here as the Whirlwinds win their season opener. They will travel to Hot Springs, Garland County next Thursday night as they travel to Lakeside. And then back here in 2 weeks. Thanks for joining us here on Cyclone Booth. Once again, the Whirlwinds defeat Harrison in the season opener 28-27.